Hello, everyone, and welcome to Edge Pro. My name is Patty Warren, and I'm going to be the host for today's video. Today, we're going to be talking about the price point matrix page that's located in advanced reporting. It's about the third one down here on the left-hand side. Now, price point matrix page is all about our patient spending habits. It's our trends on our spending habits. We have several things that we can look at on this page. First of all, we've got a box here for our new frame sales versus our patient's own frame sales. If I scroll down, I've got my frame sales. This is everything to do with our frames that they're purchasing. I have lens sales down here also. And at the very bottom, I've got complete eyewear sales. This is when they buy a frame and a lens together. So let's scroll back up here to the top and kind of take a look at some of the different categories. So on this page, when we're looking at the new frame sales versus the patient's own, we can see that 74% of our patients have gotten a new frame. If I hover over the patient's own, I can see that 25% of them, or 30 patients, use their own frame. It's comparing it this year compared to last year. And this is a page I like to look at least halfway through the month because I want to know if those spending habits have changed so I can be proactive. You know, if they've dropped, I can find out why and then be able to change it when I have time in the rest of the month. Now, we also have it written out in the graph right here, just for the people who would rather kind of see it instead of having the pie chart. So I can see that 30 patients use their own frame so far this month. Same time period last year, we had 28. So we had 2 more patients use their own frame. Now, like many other pages in Edge Pro, anything with a blue colored font has got a hyperlink. If you wanted to know which patients use their own frame, simply click on the hyperlink. It's going to load that transaction activity for all of our patients. Now, for the purpose of this video, and we just got our patients named, patient 1234 ABC. On your end, you would see your patient's first name and the first 2 letters of their last name. So you can see this transaction detail or transactions activity in anything in a blue colored font. So let's take a look at our frame sale category here. So when I come in here, I've got that we've sold 86 frames so far this month. It's $9,628 in revenue. And on average, my patients are spending $111. I can see that same detail from last year. And if you notice, our patients were spending $116 last year. They're spending $111 this year. And the reason why is going to be in the different spending categories right here. So we can see that 12 more patients got the $0 frame or the covered frame. I can see that I had less patients spend over $300, and I had 1 less patient spend over $600. So makes sense now as to why they're spending about $5 less. It's just that our spending habits have changed. More than anything, it's going to be the $0 frames here. So I would want to try to reduce those covered frames for the rest of the month so that I could get that average back up again. Now, we also have a graph over here that you can hover over the different pricing categories. Blue line will be this year, gray line will be last year. But when I hover over the 50 to 199 range, I can see that I had 11 patients, and it was 12% of my patients were in that spending category. Same concept here for our lenses. We can see that last year they were spending $197, this year $186. Why are they spending less? Is where we can look at the different categories. It's right in through here at that $400 to over $700. We had a decrease in these categories. So we can do the same thing for complete eyewear sales. Remember, this is just frame and lenses combined together. So we can see 305 last year, 276 this year. Naturally, if they're spending a little less for frames and a little less for lenses, it's going to mean that they're spending less for a complete pair. And you can see that it's in this over $700 category as to why they're spending less money. So we're going to come back up here to the top because we have a few more filters that I want to be able to show you on this page. Now we have our main filters that we have in advanced reporting. If you want to view it by a plan, simply choose your plan. You can see the same data. If you wanted a particular doctor to see their patient spending habits, you can, or even by staff. But we also have a show more button. These are some more filters that you can use. So an example is if you wanted to see your new patient spending habits, you can choose is new patient, and we're going to be able to see that on average, our new patients are spending $82 for a frame this year, where they were only spending $45 last year. So it's just filtering that data down even more for you. If you wanted to do two filters, you can. Let's say as a new patient and have contact lenses. If there's no data there, if we didn't have anybody, it's going to show us there's no data here for that type of a filter. So you get to decide how many filters that you want to have on. You can choose, has a second pair sale if you want to see the patients that have the second pair sales. Now, we even have some more filters here for the add-ons. If you wanted to see your patients that got a premium and a reflective coating, you can. You can even filter it by materials, or you could filter it by exam types. If you wanted to know your patients that got a complete eye exam and made a purchase, now you're able to see those spending habits. You can even view it by all types of lenses. If you wanted to see your progressive lenses, you could here also. Now, I always say the sky's the limit with all these filters here in this show more area. But I do have a couple of more filters that I want to show you. That's going to be right over here where it says list, patient, and true. Let's talk about what these filters are. Let's look at our average frame sale line item for me to explain it. You can see I'm on my patient line, my patient filter here, and it's $111. When I click this to list, you will see that it jumps up to $269. List price is your retail price or your usually and customary fees. It's that price that you would bill out. So on average, we bill out $269 for a frame, but our patients are responsible for $111 of that frame. Now, the true button is really your total revenue. It's our patient money plus our third party money when we line item post our payments. So going to click the true button here for us, and we're going to see it has changed. Our true revenue, or the true value of our frames, is going to end up being $149. Now, the true button is a great button to look at. I always like to remind everybody, the true button, you do have to wait to get in all of your third-party payments to be able to use it. As you can see, I'm just sorted for the first half of this month, and we know the patients that are coming in January that we're just now starting to get some of those third-party payments. So it's a great button to use. Just give yourself time to get all of the payments. So if you think about this true button, I would say wait till the end of the month, the previous month, like wait till the end of February, then you could look at your true revenue for all of January, because you've had time to get that money, that revenue. Now, we default to patient responsibility in Edge Pro simply because this is the one number you can control. You can control what your patients are spending out of pocket, based off of the products that you have in the office. So hope this video was helpful. Everyone have a great day. Thank you.